Don't be lame. Okay. There we go. No, I won't hide any shots. Why would I do that? Right. There actually is 3 people watching right now. It seems. I'm going to share this one. I'm going to share this one to Facebook. F off. And this is why I always start a little bit in before to share the video around. One. To share the video around and yeah. Make sure everything works. No. There we go. By the way, can you who is watching me hear me okay? That would be interesting to know. In this week, man. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Awesome. Great. Share. Yeah, I'm going to share share the video around. I'm sorry if I seem dizzy. I'm not dizzy. I'm just trying to share everything, you know, get everything all right. Hello, Thordon Heat. That's a pretty cool name, actually. All right, I'm gonna share this. Wait. There. I had to put off the volume on this phone. I have 2 phones, one for sharing and the one I'm really well here. Hello, Barwin. Hello, TTG Hugh. Hello. All right, sharing. I'm sharing as much as I can here. All right, Twitter. I need to share it to Twitter. Yes. Post. Oh. So, the live stream isn't going to start officially until... Hi, Miss ASMR Doll. Hello. So the live stream isn't going to start officially until like in 10 minutes, but I always start up a little early so I can fix things. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm wearing this wig, because my hair is a mess underneath. It actually is. So that's why. And I'm going to share it to my Facebook page. I'm going to share it, share. Let me see here. No. Alright. No. Alright, I'm going to do discard. Okay. I'm going to Hi Carly Top. I'm going to just share it from my Facebook page to my ASMR Facebook page. I think that's easier. So, for you who are with me already, the live stream isn't officially going on. Meow. Right now, I'm just setting up everything, and so it didn't even share on my Facebook. Alright, that sucks. There must be some easy way probably to do this, you know. But I haven't figured out how. Because when I click go live, you're live, and I had the opportunity. Oh, thanks, Miss ASMR doll. You're the one and around. Do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I had a chance to put it on unlisted, so I did that first, but then I couldn't do it public, so I had to start over. And yeah, very soon. I'm just, as I said, I'm sharing this video on my Facebook page, among other things. I can tell you a little bit what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about beer. I'm going to drink beer. I have, hello Dream Hunter, I have a bag of beer, a box of beer, I mean. And I'm trying to, fix this shit as usual. I'm the worst live streamer because I can never, get it to work the way I want it. Alright. Guess I will have to put it on Twitter. Yeah, beer. You have no beer? Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Yeah, I actually had... No, tweet. I hadn't planned to do this today, actually. I just am bored. And I went to the local store, and I had my mom's credit card. So I asked her, please, can I buy some beers? And she was like, yeah, sure, if you want to do it. So I bought some beers. And yeah, I also have a pimple, which sucks ass. I don't like pimples, not one bit. But I always tend to get them, especially when I'm supposed to film or something. And I shaved it the other day, so I got these like blemishes from shaving, and I hate it. It sucks. Everything sucks. Alright. But we are going to talk about more today. We are going to talk about a speciality, which is called pussy butter. Pussy butter. So yeah, I'm glad that you joined us the stream. You can always play later, So we are going to discuss pussy butter today. And it's not as bad as it sounds, I promise. I also have this. I just have to check something here. If I put... Alright. I don't know. Grab my pussy. Yeah, so we're going to discuss this pussy butter. Tell me more. I will tell you more momentarily. Oh, great. I'm actually also having a pretty good day today. It's warm outside, and Yes, pretty nice day actually. What else am I going to talk about? Well, you know me, I will probably talk about a lot of shit I don't have a clue about. You did, Wesley? I hope you liked them. All the snow is gone. Kaput. Oh, thanks, Wesley. No, the snow is kaput. No more. Wine is nice. If you don't do like I did last time, I drank a bottle of wine. Did I have a live stream that day? I don't remember. I think I had. I got such a bad headache. I almost died, and that's serious. No, it's not that serious. I felt like I was gonna die. What time is it now? Let me see here. Oh, we are officially started. So, hello everyone and welcome to ASMR. Darkest Star ASMR. Today we are going to drink some beers. Talk in a slow voice. Yeah, I get headaches from wine too. We are going to... Hello, Sharnicornio SL. Hello, welcome to the improvised stream. So we are going to talk slowly and not scream, drink beer and talk about a lot of unserious things. And look, my tapping nail has grown back. So yeah, and I'm wearing this silly wig because my hair is a mess. I had some hairspray last night and it just... If you think this is bad, you should see it without this green wig. Yeah. Alright, so shall we open this up maybe? You wanna see my extremely... Alright, sure. Look, it's just... You know what? I'm going to dump the green wig and just do something like this to, you know, keep it from falling down in my eyes, because the green wig is going to be so hot, and I don't really want to sweat because I have a cool thing going on here. I have my fan on, and the window is open. Oh, thanks. It's just that it's full of old hairspray, and I don't know. It's not disgusting or anything. It just doesn't want to do what I want to do, you know. Thanks, Miss ASMR doll. Margie. Is that correct? Margie. Well, if it's day for me, no, it's 8 o'clock in the evening. 8 o'clock. So it isn't that late. Most of my friends are probably gonna get dressed to go to the bar. I mean, my friends in the city. We have a bar here too, but one, I can't afford to go to the bar. Number two, I rather hang out with you guys. That's true. Because the Marche. Okay, Shay. Marche. Anyway, I rather actually hang out with you guys because it's expensive at the bar. Yeah, Lloyd is the bartender down there at our local bar. What can I get you, Mr. Torrance? Yeah, and you know, since it's Well, it is winter, I guess. We're soon in December. I will. We're soon in December, and it is basically winter, so there aren't many guests except for the local drunks. You know what I mean? All right. And I'm sorry, I'm dirty. I have been working on my motorcycle. Ooh. Smoking. Well, my friends, cheers. That really tasted good. Like, really good. Ooh, wow. And I do not gonna say to people to smoke. I'm not for that. But I have my little thing that when I drink beer, I smoke. And I will probably do so until the day I die. It's just the way I am. But I don't encourage people to go in the gong. Yeah, that's me. And and I gotta show you something here. I have 2 chihuahuas. Or I had 3, but let's not go into that. And my sister. I had 3 sisters, but let's not get into that. All right. My sister, she is in cahoots with all the persons out here on the island. So when something goes down, she's in it somehow. I don't know what she does. But today they butchered an ox. Yeah. I don't know, some kind of cattle, a huge thing, gamoy. And she was knocking at my door and she was like, "Do your dogs eat bones?" And I was, "Yeah, dogs eat bones." So, ta-da! They got these huge ribs. That they have been chewing on all day, basically. I got 2 of them. Yeah, they are Chihuahuas, so they won't probably. Cheers, Darkeroons. They will probably not break them. They will, chew off all the meat, and then I will steal the bones from them and use them in an ASMR video. Cheers. Almost out. Now, this happens to me every time when I'm doing a live stream. I take everything out like this. Look, a camera in a camera. Never mind. I take everything out. I put the stuff I'm supposed to use beside me. I'm not in some kind of studio. I'm in my bed, so it's a mess. Oh, sorry. Oh, there it was. And I always kind of like, I vaped for a while too, but the island thing came up, and you can't get it out here, so you have to go to the city, the mainland. And if you know me, I rarely leave the island, so yeah. Yeah, so please don't smoke if you're underage, or if you haven't started to smoke, please don't. It sucks. I just smoke when I drink beer because combination of tastes are so awesome. Yeah, I know. I've heard too that it's polite in the old days. Uh, you know, if I should meet someone new, a girl, it would take a lot of that person to get, able to live with me, because I am seriously screwed up. I burp, I burp. I'm basically a pig at dinner table, So it would take a lot of someone to be with me. My ex-girlfriend, she was kind of like me, So we went along pretty nice, but shit happened. Anyway, let's do some show and tell. I have done a lot of Jason role plays, right? And the masks that I use, I have bought from eBay, and they are tremendously cheap. You can get a Jason hockey mask with good quality for $1, 10 svenska kronor, at eBay. So the first one I actually got from Wish, and it was like $3 or something. But then when I saw there were different colors, I kind of started to, you gotta catch them all, if you know what I mean. So now I have the regular Jason hockey mask, I have the one with kind of like silver and black. And I got the new one the other day. I don't think, have I used it in a video yet? No, I haven't. I haven't used it in a video yet. But I have it here. And it's a black Jason mask. So I was thinking of using this in a role play, and not just as Jason, but perhaps Jason's good brother. Because I really like this hockey mask. It's very slick, and I think the color are pretty cool. I always liked black, so I think this hockey mask is really cool. Where was the... Thanks. I love doing them because they are pretty simple to do. I don't need to talk. Oh my god. Yeah, I think it was made because Jason was complaining, Hey, I gotta go out in the woods all day, chop up teenagers, but I can't have a smoke while I'm doing it. So they kind of, let's place the holes in a good place. Yeah, so I got this black. The Jason mask, which I think is pretty cool. Whew. It became a little bit foggy in there. How do I smoke without coughing? Probably because I have smoked my whole life. As I said, I don't smoke anymore except when I drink beer. but it kind of, well, you know, if you don't smoke for a couple of weeks or a month, then it actually is a little bit of coffee when you take a fag, you know. Cheers. You know, problem with doing these live streams is that I can probably not monetize on it, because I swear like a sailor and I drink beer, and YouTube have become like the white knights of the internet, so but I know you wonder, I know you have been eager to know, what is the pussy butter, right? What is pussy butter? It's not what it sounds like. but it makes one hell of a clickbait title. Alright. Exactly, fittsmöret. But if you're a Swede, you have to play around with the words. Pussy. Butter. So, if we have anyone who speaks Swedish here, think for a while, what can pussy butter be? No, it's not kattsmör, cat butter, no. Alright. We don't have that many Swedes here, so I'm going to make it short. In Sweden, if you're a coward, or if you're just silly and whining, there's a word called mes. Yeah, if you're you know, a coward or something, you're a mes. You're a pussy. And we have something, a spread in Sweden that is called messmör. Yeah, messmör. And I bought a box today because I like messmör. And I was thinking, if I'm going to do a live stream, I might very well show this, because I don't really know how many other countries have this. So I was going to show it, and I was like, how do I translate messmör? Hello, Clorox. Yeah, some people pronounce it messmör. I have always pronounced it messmör. And mes, pussy. Whiner, you know, pussy. So, pussy butter. And I have the box here. I'm going to show it. This is a box of Swedish pussy butter. But it is not pussy butter, it's messmör. Or messmör, but I say messmör. And mes is a Swedish word for pussy or wimp. I could have called it wimp butter, but you know, pussy butter sounds more fun. Alright. What's in this container? It's protein, fat, and added sugar. I don't really know. Let's see. Yeah, it contains cow milk, sugar, butter, vanilla, and iron. And that's true because it tastes a lot like iron. It's such a weird taste that I can't really describe it. It looks like this. See? And it smells like vanilla with I don't know. What did you say? Yeah, it's true. You know, you have to take care of everything. You know, don't let anything go to waste. I would compare this to another thing, to a thing that I have never eaten, which is Marmite. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Marmite. I think that is the closest thing, because you either love it or you hate it, and it has kind of like a irony, salty taste with a bit of vanilla in it. Now I can be remembering wrong. I don't think I do, but I can remember it wrong. But when I was younger and we used to bought this, I can swear that it didn't look like this. Now you see it's kind of like the consistency is white and it's pretty creamy. But I can swear that when I was younger it was more yellow and grainy, you know, and it tasted more like iron and bitter. So I think they changed the recipe since I was a kid. I'm not sure. I can't remember it wrong. But yeah, there you have it. Swedish pussy butter. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. It's not flavored butter. It's just called butter. Yeah, it actually has nothing to do with butter. It's it's a weird thing, but if you're on IKEA or something, try to buy one and have it on a hard bread sandwich with some butter too. Yeah, they sell this everywhere, in every store. Yeah, there are some different sorts of pussy butter. Yeah, so look, I think my beer is... Yeah, let's open another one, shall we? Now, the next thing that I want to address is nothing serious. It's nothing like that. It's just something that I want to tell you guys. Uh, I had a vote on Twitter because I was wondering, do I upload too much? So I have started to feel that I want to slow down a bit, mostly because my internet is like swoosh and it's gone. So I asked, do you want 2 videos a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, or 3, Sundays, Wednesdays and Fridays? And the majority wanted 2 videos a week, which is Monday and Sunday and Wednesday. So I'm going to try and keep to that, so that, you know, because I want to have a consistency in my uploads. Because I can think that it's a bit confusing for those who like my videos to, you know, well, did he just upload a video? Hugs, Cupcake Vamp. Hello, welcome to the stream of total weirdness and pussy butter, I mean. So yeah, I want to tell you that besides, I do not count live streams into the schedule. Live streams is something I do just because I love to do it, and when I feel like it, I just want to, you know, But there will always be a video on Sunday and one on Wednesday from now on. Then I can, sometime upload, like I did Thanksgiving. I uploaded a Grease video because I felt, it's Thanksgiving, let's do something fun. So yeah, from now on, Wednesdays and Sundays is going to be when I release my videos. And I hope you're okay with that. And I have also changed my banner to saying new videos on Sundays and Wednesdays. Oh, alright. Then we were... what I work with. It's a long story and it can be boring, but I will do the short version. I don't work. I'm home. I have severe panic attacks, severe anxiety, agoraphobia, I have sleeping disorder. So I can't have a real regular job, so this is my job. Or as I would call it, jobby. Because it is a hobby and in a way it's a job, so jobby. I have done several videos about stuff like that, about my condition and thing. And I'm right now trying to get an early retirement so I can finally relax. Because it's a pressure all the time, How will I survive? Will I be able to buy my medicines? Stuff like that. Thankfully, I have a family who is very, very, very helpful. But yeah, I hope I get my early retirement so I finally can, relax and don't have to worry about stuff anymore. That's my biggest dream, because I have kind of gotten used to having panic attacks and anxiety, I'm very, very, very have a very bad case of hypochondria. So, if I get a birthmark that starts to itch, I'm pretty much dying. I pretty much can start build my own coffin at that point, and I'm always afraid to get a heart attack or a stroke. Once I rode on my motorcycle to the store and it was cold outside, and I was, drifting off in my head until I noticed that I had almost no feeling in one of my cheeks, And I got this huge panic attack, and I was like, oh my God, I just got a stroke because I don't have any feelings in half of my face. And, I bit my chin so it actually started to bleed on the inside. Then it hit me. It was cold, and I had been, had this part of my face in the coldest, in the wind. So it was therefore it had become numb. But, stuff like that can trigger panic attack, anxiety, it's and it's hard to explain to people who have never had a panic attack. It's actually one of the hardest things about this illness or disease or whatever you want to call it, because people are very, very prone to say stuff like get a grip on yourself or get a haircut and get a job, and it isn't that easy. It's like saying to someone who had stepped on a nail to say, take the nail out and be happy, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, and in Sweden right now, I don't want to go into politics, Uh, so I'm not going to go there. But in Sweden right now, it is a little bit of problem to have to get early retirement and stuff. But yeah, I have worked on this for 2 years now. Ouch, my eye. I got smoke in my eye. It's true what the songs say. Smoke gets in your eyes and your nose and your hair and your... well. So, I don't have a job. Regular job. My favorite hard liquor is Jack Daniels. I know it's cliche, but I really love Jack Daniels. I do. It's such a smooth whiskey and or bourbon or whatever, you know. There's so many names surrounding whiskey and bourbon and shit. I just call it whiskey and I like Jack Daniels. Other than that, gin and tonic, oh my god, with a couple of olives in it. Or the dry martini. There's really many liquors that I like. I also like bitter. We have a one in Sweden called Beska droppar. Bitter drops. And if you're not used to it, you will probably think you have drank some kind of gallbladder juice. But when you get used to it, it takes a while. You can start to appreciate the herbs that are in it. And ice cold Beska droppar is wow, it's really good. I have a friend out here, his name is Leif. And then when we go to the bar, he always orders 2 Beska droppar, the first thing he does. I like Jim Beam, but I don't know. Jack Daniels was the first whiskey I got drunk on and it stuck. I really like it. Oh. So yeah, what's your favorite hard liquor? Darker runes, you like Jim Beam, but that might not be your favorite hard liquor. But I'm a sucker for fish shots, yeah. I actually have an empty bottle of fish shots standing in a shelf over here. A couple of friends came over. You know, anything that doesn't taste like tingle. I don't know what the fuck it's called in English. Never mind. So we changed subject. I like tequila. I love tequila. Tequila, salt, and a lemon, and love tequila. And I also like my favorite drink is Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary with a shitload of Tabasco in it, and Worcestershire sauce, celery stick, salt. I said salt, black pepper grinded on top. So, have it changed? What? Let me look. I need to look at. Okay, and you were talking about the Ardbeg, I guess. So, but sometimes, you know, even a shot of vodka can taste okay. Maybe I should mix Jack Daniels with pussy butter. Kind of like a challenge, you know. Not something else that I'm fond of if it comes to alcohol. It's actually Kirsberg cherry wine. Yeah, cherry wine. But I seldom drink that. I remember we have a drink in Sweden that's called Rosita Bitter. It hasn't anything to do with cherries, by the way. But that's the real alcoholic choice. And I remember when I was hanging out with the punks and the goths, and they always bought this big box of Rosita Bitter, this cheap wine that tastes both bitter and flowery in some way. Really nasty wine, but you get so shit-faced on it. Oh, wow. I also want to say, in case someone underage is looking here, that don't drink until you have the right age. I guess I need to say this, some kind of disclaimer. Don't drink until you come of age, and take it easy. As with everything, you can always use too much of everything. Even if it's candy, you can't have too much, you know. So drink responsible. Don't drink like I have. Because it has been times when I sure as hell haven't drank responsible. Still are sometimes. Do you like red rum? Red rum. I like rum. But I wouldn't want to be in a red rum because then I would probably get killed. I like rum. Yeah, Captain Morgan. We had this is a story to be told. When I was 13, 14, 15, there was disco, a local disco, every Wednesdays and Fridays out here on the island. And you know, when you're 14 or 15, you start to experiment with booze. In my case, cigarettes, but that was earlier. But you know, you want to have a party, you want to, go to the disco. But we never had any money, and we wanted something to drink. So me and a friend, we had this transport moped, which is a moped with kind of like a transport thing in the front. So we were driving around the island to all the jetties where the tourists came, and for money we took their baggage and themselves to their destination. Then we went to a guy who bought us booze from the store, because we were too young, and we always bought this called silver rum, which is a rum. It tastes like vodka with a hint of rum, and you get shit-faced like hell, and you get really hangover from it. But you had no friends when you were a teenager. That sucks. You know. Oops. You know. To tell you the truth, I didn't start to get friends until I was maybe 13, 14, because I was new. I was the new kid on the block. I wasn't born out here on the island. My relatives are from here, except for my dad, who is German, but my grandparents, everything was from here. This estate that I'm on now has been here for a long time. Hello, hi, Formula one. Möja Island, it's called Möja. So I was new. I moved out here when I was 7, and by that time everyone in preschool had already bonded, so I was an outsider. But then shares Darker Runes, where it is, it's in the Swedish archipelago. Yeah. No, so I remember when I was like 11, 12 years, I heard all these mopeds. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I heard all these mopeds out by the road, and they were screaming and laughing, and I was like, I will never get any friends. Then it just happened, I don't really know what happened. But I started to get friends and had a lot of fun when I was younger. It's peaceful living on an island. It can get isolated, especially during winter. There are ferries going from the island to the mainland 3 times a day. On summers it's even more. But when it's really winter, thankfully we haven't had any harsh winters for years. We had 2 weeks of snow or something, just wet, muddy shit. But when it is really cold or winter, it's can get a bit isolated, especially since there are no tourists exactly. The one who come out are basically just going to the hostel. It has become better recent years because we have started to have a bar that's open all year round. Yeah, yeah. But other than that, we have no laws, you know. So everyone is driving without driver licenses. They are driving drunk as shit. Um, yeah, such things as. But we have never, what I know, had a kind of in the summer, there can be, fights, stuff like that, between tourists and kids who come out to drink and stuff. But amongst the islanders, there's never any fighting, or you can go out in the middle of the night. It happened to me many times. I have been at the bar, I have been too drunk to drive, and I have fallen asleep like in the ditch. And they stop everyone who lives there and they, hey, how are you, man? Shall we drive you home and stuff like that? So you never have to worry about dying in a ditch with 20 degrees, cold. But it is a very big backside to it. And that is, I met my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, when I was living on the mainland. My kid sister, my ex-girlfriend had his dog care center, right? And my sister was working with her, and I was kind of my sister asked her out for midsummer to the island, so I met her here, and then I had dates with her on the mainland and shit like that. But I lived on the mainland for 10 years or something. So now when I'm solo, I don't have a girlfriend anymore, it gets lonely, and I don't know how I'm going to meet anyone else because, well, I hardly leave the house, and yeah. So sometimes it gets really depressing, and I'm like, yeah, I'll die alone. I'm old, ugly, fat bastard, and I'm going to die alone. So yeah, and then I kind of think maybe next life, eh? Dalarna. I actually lived in Norrland for half a year. My ex-girlfriend is from Norrland. or was. I lived there for 6 months or so. How drunk I'm gonna get? I don't know. Let's see when the beer is out and stuff like that. No, I lived in Norrland for half a year. But yeah, Sundsvall. I lived in No, I did not live in Sundsvall. I lived a bit out, a bit away from Sundsvall, in a place called Klärke, or Liden. I think we should need such a bus out there, actually. Yeah, but it was too far for me, and it was so cold, man. You know. I remember we rented. No, we didn't. We lended a little house from my ex-girlfriend's daddy, and it was just on the outskirts of his land, and I didn't understand what they were saying. They drank a lot. I give them that. They drank a lot, and they had these snowmobiles because they have a lot of snow in winter, and one one night or evening we were going to barbecue up on a lake, and the lake was frozen solid. And they were kind of like, I don't know, 10 scooters, snowmobiles. Exactly. Yeah, so we packed up a lot of beer and booze, hot dogs, shit like that. And I was actually in some kind of a little thing you put behind the snowmobile. Anyway, we went up to this huge ice lake, frozen lake, and we drank, and everyone was shit-faced. And then I met this guy. He was like, I don't know, 70 years old. And from what I heard, he was, at every party or every, scooter tour, he was there. And the guy's name was Ingvar. And he came up to me. I hadn't met him before. The thing is, me and my ex-girlfriend had plans to live up there, to buy a house and live up there. But so everyone wanted to get to know me, of course. Who is that guy, coming from what they thought was Stockholm. They didn't know I came from an island, which was pretty much the same as they. So, look at this guy from Stockholm, he can't drink, stuff like that. And this old timer, he came up to me, and he looked at me and he was like, what? And I was like, I kind of like, hey, is this someone that you know? Yeah, that's Ingvar. And what's he saying? He's asking if you are enjoying yourself. And I was like, oh, yeah. And he just went on, to say, jag kommer, örg, And I didn't understand jack shit, to be honest. But he was such a nice old guy, and he gave me some moonshine, and we had a lot of fun, so... Yeah, but it was too cold and isolated, we lived... There were kind of like one bus taking us to town once a day. Yeah, I heard about Richard Wolff. Swedish singer, actor, and yeah, famous guy. He died a couple of days ago. Very sad about that. He was a great artist actually. Cheers, Richard Wolff, wherever you are. No, I wasn't done with the story actually. Yeah, on the way home I was pretty fucking shit-faced, and I couldn't hardly sit on the scooter, and I needed to pee. I needed to pee really bad. So I told the guy driving the scooter, I was like, "Hey man, stop! I need to pee." And he stopped the scooter and was like, "Are you gonna stand on the scooter and pee?" And I was, "No, I'll just jump down into the snow here and I'll pee." And he laughed at me so hard, and I didn't get why. So I climbed off the scooter, and the snow went up here. I shit you not, the snow went up here. And I was like, "Yeah, so I'm gonna pee here." And he was like, "Yeah, I told you to stand on the scooter and pee." I've never seen such amounts of snow in my life, man. I'm sorry, Scott. I'm really sorry that you did. I know how you feel. I'm sorry, but maybe it wasn't meant to be, At least see it from the positive side. You don't live on an island where there are no women. Yeah, back to the story. I want to end the story. It was so cold. So I said to my ex-girlfriend, "I can't live here, man. I need to go home." So I packed my bags and I went home. I haven't left the island since. Yeah. Cheers to Zach. I know it sucks, but yeah, I was with my ex-girlfriend for 15 years before we broke up, so I know exactly how you feel. It sucks, but it will pass. It will, promise. It will be better. 5 years is quite a long time, yeah. But it will become better. Once you accept, it will be better. Because there's always light in the darkness. And that's something I believe truly. There can't be darkness all the time. The light must return in the end. No problem, Sag. I'm doing this channel to help people feel better, and it's not fun that you feel. Are you asking if I believe in a higher power? Whew, that's hard. Yeah, kind of. And my cat scratched me. That sucks too, so I have a bandage under my arm. Yeah, but I don't believe in God. I don't believe in any religion, actually. I believe that there's some kind of hidden meaning. I also just want to, you shouldn't end anything if you're talking about ending yourself, because you're worth more. You're worth more than that. You will meet some other one, and all of this will feel less important then than it does now. I promise. Just try to, remember the positive things in life. There are positive things. it will ease up. The more time goes, the easier it will be to wake up and to see, the beauty in the world. Sometimes things just don't work out the way we want them to. And what we can do that then is a couple of things. We can accept it, that it didn't work out, but don't let it beat us down. Thanks, Zach, do that. Or we can just destroy ourselves, which is not something that we should do, because we are worth so much more, each single one of us. And ending your life might sound like a good idea at the moment, but you don't know if it gets better or worse. As I told you, I've been having panic attacks, I've been having anxiety my whole life, I'm afraid of dying and shit. But it has crossed my mind to end it all. To just, why wait? I'm not religious, but I have no clue what will happen when I die. Perhaps it will be just black. Perhaps I will end up naked on endless ice, on an endless deep frozen sea, naked and wet in 200 degrees cold for an eternity without any chance of getting out of there. Perhaps I will end up in a place where all my dreams come true. Perhaps I will burn in some kind of big fucking pressure cooker. We have no clue what will happen when we die. And I'm not too eager to find out, to be honest. So please, try to stay strong, man. Cheers to you. Whew. You will just die, nothing happens. Might be, but on the other hand, no one has come back to tell me that's the case. There's no way in... Yeah, because there will always be good times again, even though it might not feel like it at the moment, but there will be. I thought my life was over when I lost my pupper a couple of weeks ago. I thought I would never smile again in my whole life, and that was the same when my sister died 2 years ago. I thought that I would never smile again. I thought that this was it, a life of eternal pain and suffering until I die. But I'm smiling. I will always remember my sister and my little puppy, Rocky, and I will grieve them for the rest of my life. But they didn't want me to die or to bury myself down in a pit. Both of them, my doggo and my kid sister, they wanted me to live. Oh, I only had mine for 11. And it was actually... Yeah, we care about you, Zach. We do. So yeah, there will be brighter times. I'm smiling, even though I feel sadness and I miss my dog and my sister every day, but I can still smile. However, it did change me a little bit, or a little bit. It changed me a whole lot. When my sister died, I started to realize that it's all a big joke, you know. All a big fucking joke. And when Rocky died, it just became worse. I am now in the firm belief that if you want to do something in your life, if you want to do something with your life, do it. It doesn't matter what anyone says. You know? If you want to dress up as a fucking panda with your dick hanging out, sure, people will laugh at you probably. But at least you did it because you wanted to. I've said this so many times in my videos. You have to try to do what you want to do. So you won't be on your deathbed when you're 70 years old. And say to yourself, oh my God, I wish I've done that. Yeah, dress up as a panda. Pandas are cute, by the way. But you don't want to end up in that situation. When you lie in your bed, almost dying, and you say to yourself, why didn't I do that? Why? It's better to have done something and failed than to have not done it at all. But what do I know? I'm just an old geezer on an island. If I've seen a wet panda, can't say that I have. Not by a straight arm, you know. I can't say that I have seen a wet panda. I will most certainly Google wet panda. So yeah. I kind of lost track. I was going to say something here, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. So, how about some improvised tapping for you while I think? One day I'm going to do. One day I'm going to do a full-out ASMR trigger video live. But it's hard because I see you talking between yourselves and Lee Snyder. You know, you're talking between yourselves and I come up with new idiotic things to say. So, you know, being in front of the camera, just tapping and be quiet and so one day I might get the concentration to do a video where I'm just, you know, tapping stuff or do a live ASMR joke or roleplay. But for this one, I guess it's just old me, my beers, my weird views of the world, stuff like that. Another thing with live ASMR is that sometimes, for me, when I do this video right now, I have no clue how this is going to look if I were supposed to look at it afterwards. It might be choppy, it might lose sound, stuff like that. I gonna give you example. There's a girl, sorry, female ASMR artist whose name is Ariel ASMR. You probably have heard her. She's an excellent ASMR artist. And she does a lot of live streams, and they are ASMR related. But sometimes, you know, when I watch her videos, because I often don't have time to watch them live. Hello, little bean. I noticed that the sound might not be the best, you know. It kind of like get echoing and stuff, and you kind of, if you're trying to sleep, you don't want a big echo. So yeah, I prefer her epic videos when she's Ariel the vampire. I have no clue how many times I've seen her hair cutting video, for example. I know, you know, she rants and rants and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Ariel, like the Little Mermaid, Ariel, with an E. Oh, great! Because I have no clue how it turns out. Because I see myself on my cell phone and it looks perfectly normal. Yeah. So, hey Eric, how are you this evening? Uh, So yeah, what have we done here in this live stream so far? We have discussed pussy butter. We have talked about the new Jason mask. I'm just doing a little last episode on live stream with ASMR, blah blah. He should have really done ASMR. I love Richard Wolf's voice. First time. Oh, you don't know what pussy butter is. Okay, I will take the short version. Uh, a pussy in Sweden, and I'm not talking about the female genitalia. I'm talking about a pussy, a wimp, a sucker. Is called mes in Swedish. So a pussy, a wimp is mes. We have a spread that you put on bread. That's called mes smör. And smör is butter. And when I bought the can of it today, I thought I was going to show you guys it today. And I couldn't come up with what to translate it with. So since mes is a wimp or a pussy, hey, a pussy, it was like pussy and smör is butter. So, pussy butter. I'm not going to put that in the description of the video when this is going up because I don't think YouTube would appreciate a video about pussy butter. No, not fuck. Pussy. Have you never called anyone pussy, or have you not been called a pussy? You know, if you're like, do you dare put your hand in the wasp's nest, and you're like, no, and they're like, you're a fucking pussy. Yeah, so pussy is mes. Smör is butter. So sissy, yeah. I could have called it sissy butter, but pussy butter sounded better. Yeah, the first time I saw Richard Wolff, since we are talking about him, I saw some of you were, was in a movie called House of Angels, or Änglagård. In that movie he played like a biker dude. He had long black hair and a leather jacket and had his Harley. Pussy, 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 black pussy, white pussy, pussy butter. And he kind of pussy we have it. Swedes are pussy experts. Pussy coffee, pussy candy, pussy butter. Okay. Yeah, so that was the first time I saw Richard Wolff. Yeah, maybe I should ask Karen singing ASMR to do a song, Pussy Butter. What I dislike, ouch, my legs. What I dislike about YouTube and their demonetization shit, just a moment, Sai, is that they demonetize things like pussy butter, I guess. It's nothing nasty about it. You know it, I know it, but they don't, dig into and see what I meant. So if I put pussy butter on the title, they will demonetize this video this week. For God's sake, check out what you are demonetizing before you do it, because what sounds nasty might not be it. The demonetization thing has become better. I still get all my videos almost demonetized before I even publish them. But they have this appeal button that you can press, and they appeal them and they review them. And in 99% of the case, it's back to monetize the day after. So yeah, it has become better. It's just irritating that I have to do it. I've heard that it's not just ASMR who is targeted, but even the creepypasta communities have been targeted. I don't know what they're up to. Yeah. And back to Zack. I have seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, and it started out okay, I guess. Yeah, the gaming community too. I'm in a group on Facebook called Small YouTuber Boost or something, and I have seen a lot of gamers been demonetized. Yeah, yeah, I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, and it started out good. And this is spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it. We are talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. I liked it in the beginning. Okay. Let's start with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I liked it in the beginning. It was pretty clear to me who Leatherface was. No, wait, are we talking about the same? No, we are talking about the other Texas Chainsaw. There's so many. I was talking about the newest one where you see Leatherface grow up, kind of. So if it was that one you talked about, then I liked half of it. Then they kind of they had to have kind of like a twist plot in it, that the guy who we never expect would be Leatherface turned out to be that, which is totally unrealistic, because the guy who is Leatherface in the movie is the most intelligent of them, and after a gunshot to his face, he has become mute and no. They should have gone with the guy we thought were Leatherface. He suited the role perfectly. Alright, the brand of cigarette I actually prefer cigars. But they're pretty expensive and I don't buy them that often. But when John Silver or Prince or Marlboro, Camel, I'm not that big of a... It tastes pretty much the same. Little Bean, have you seen any Stephen King movies? movies. I think I've seen all of them, to be honest. Yeah, I think I've seen all the Stephen King movies. Might be some obscure movie made for TV that I have missed, but I've seen all the big one. That's bullshit. Why wouldn't cigars be for women? I don't get it. Why wouldn't... Göteborgs Rapé. I like it. I actually buy it sometime, but I can't use it all the time because, you know, that perfumey taste gets too overwhelming after a while. But I like it now and then, actually. And we are talking about snus now. Yeah, Zach, I was really disappointed of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. Half of it was good. It was fun, pretty nice road movie. Second half, it was forced because they wanted to make a twist that didn't make any sense, and yeah, that's not the Leatherface I preferred. On the other hand, I only like 2 Chainsaw movies, and that's part 1, Tobe Hooper's original, and I'm a sucker for part 2, mostly because of Chop Top, Leatherface's brother, and of course Dennis Hopper, who is in that movie. Why English version of Göteborg is called Gothenburg? Oh, I guess it's I don't know. We don't have any English names for Möja, the island I live on. I have no Stockholm is also Stockholm wherever you are. Have no clue. Do you like the Shining miniseries? Yeah, I do. I love the Shining miniseries. It's a complete vehicle of its own compared to the Kubrick movie. It's much closer to the book. There are, of course, some things that can never be matched if you compare it to the book. Like, you know, I know that Stephen King had envisioned Jack Torrance as some kind of a not Jack Nicholson guy. So I guess Steven Weber suited the role more. But for me, Jack Torrance will always be Jack Nicholson. Even when I read Doctor Sleep, the sequel, whenever he was mentioned, I saw Nicholson's face. Alright, the Mist season, Stranger Things season 2. I loved it. Still a little bit underwhelmed from the lack of more monsters, I would say. They have this whole upside down, right? And in Stranger Things season 1 we only got to see, you know, the Gorgon, god damn it, you know. And in this part we got to see Dart, the little and the Gorgon dogs, and the mist thing. You know, I would like to see, and they all looked like the Demogorgon from season 1. I would have liked to see, you know, more original monsters in in season 2. I hope there will be some more in season 3, and I would also like them to dig deeper into the lore of the Upside Down. How come it's there? Why? You know, a little bit like that. I, for one, am not the guy who thinks demystifying something actually makes it worse. I'm all for an explanation, like The Walking Dead, for instance. I would love to know. No, I stopped looking at The Walking Dead a long time ago. But I would really like to know where the virus came from, or is it a virus at all? You know, stuff like that. So I would like to know more about the Upside Down, I think. But I'm looking forward so much to season 3. Yeah. That and It Part 2 is on my list for most wanted things right now. Yeah, I stopped at 3 seasons something. I don't know. I stopped when the governor died, I think. I was bored, you know. It's the same thing over and over. The zombies aren't even a threat anymore. It's just people. If I like Star Trek, I love Star Trek. I'm a real Star Trek nerd. I'm not that into the lore and, you know, can every technical detail, but I love the movies. I've seen some of the TV episodes, of course, with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. But I love the movies. Yeah, I know how you feel. You will probably miss her a lot longer. But in the end, it will be better. Your favorite series, characters? Ooh, that's a tough one. My God, I have so many favorite TV series if you're talking about that. But if I have to say 5, I will say Stranger Things, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Legend of the Seeker. I don't remember if that's the title, but that was a series I loved. Firefly, Ash versus the Evil Dead, of course. I have many more, but these are the ones that popped into my head when we speak. So yeah, those were fun. And characters from Buffy, I guess it's Spike. From Stranger Things, it's Eleven. Angel. Wait. Buffy. What? Now I can't remember which miniseries I said or which TV series I said anymore. One thing that someone actually yelled at me, or not yelled, but called me an asshole in on Facebook, because I can't stand Justin. Is that his name in Stranger Things? The lisping guy. I can't stand him, you know. He's so annoying. He just hurt my ears. Dustin. Okay, yeah, I can't stand the guy. Sorry, man. I don't give a shit if he has a disability or not. I just can't stand him. My favorite Jason is part 3. I think he was played by Richard Brooker or something. He was the absolute best. Yeah, he's really annoying, you know. I was hooked from the first episode. It might be that I was young in the 80s, so I grew up with all these movies like Goonies, Stand By Me. I can't remember the name. Howard Duck, I guess. Thanks, Little Bean. Yeah, he's just so loud and annoying. He's annoying. Yeah. The other kids, yeah, but he's so annoying. I can't stand him. I'm going to open another beer. I really love these Wait, no. Gotta go. Mr. Dwayne Lee, have a nice day tomorrow. And I see that you have to go to the airport. Take it easy flying, you know. Zach, take it easy, my man. And remember, there will always be light in the darkness. Even if you can't see it right now, it will be. Take my word for it. I've lost pretty much my hope in humanity. I lost pretty much everything. And I can see that little shiver of light. So please, take care. Okay? I'm expecting to see your comment on my next video when it shows up. Okay? So yeah, Sunday is gonna be the next video, by the way. And I hope I won't disappoint you. Yeah, Zach, see you then. I hope you won't be too disappointed because I have made a little special for you. I have made a best of compilation for Sunday. It's a 20-minute long video where I took some of the triggers that I have made. It's not very old video, so you won't have to watch any mobile shit, you know, cam. They are pretty much good quality, I hope. But I did that video because I'm waiting for something for a new video and haven't arrived yet, and I really want to make that video. So yeah. But since it's old material in a new way, I will probably upload another video, say Tuesday or Friday. So yeah, some people actually like that motorcycle tapping video. It was many of my videos are just improvised, you know. Like I can sit or lay in bed and I can't go to sleep because, you know, I have problems sleeping, and I see something like a mask is hanging on the wall, and my mind start to build a story around the mask, and yeah, and boom, I'm up to doing a video. I don't know, there weren't that many views on the video, but it is a story that I want to continue either way, and it was my Mass Effect video that I made 2 weeks ago, I think. It hasn't many views at all, but I still want to continue the story, basically because I have it all in my head already. It is based on a nightmare I had, which had nothing to do with Mass Effect. I just used the lore for Mass Effect because it's something people are familiar with. And I really want to tell that story, that nightmare, that dream I had. And, alright guys, this is so freaking weird. The dream I had that night lasted for years, man. It lasted for years. It started, I changed a lot of things when I did the video because I needed it to fit into some kind of story, you know. But in reality, or in my sleep, it started with Earth being threatened by a huge asteroid, and this huge spaceship started to show up around the whole planet, trying to evacuate everyone. And they did. I don't think they evacuate everyone. And I can't remember, it was so vivid. I remember, you know, it was a single dream. I remember the comet hitting, and I saw this wave of water sweeping up the islands, you know, and almost hitting this huge spacecraft that I was in. And then it took off into space, and went through a wormhole. We landed on a planet where there were zombie-like creatures. Ended up on this planet somewhere, I have no fucking clue where it was, and it was run. We ended up in a space port. It wasn't big, it was a lot of ocean on the planet. And it was run by this bad guy who lived in a fortress in a harbor. The dream ended years after it started, with me having a girlfriend living on a farm. And you know, when I woke up, it was like, what the hell? I missed my girlfriend. Thankfully, it faded pretty quickly, like dreams do, so I wasn't like sobbing or anything. But it was so weird that I actually had gotten grey hair by the end of the dream. And just under a couple of hours, you know, the dream couldn't have lasted more than 3 hours or something. I don't know how long you dream. But it was so vivid. I have paintings, I have drawings I did the day after, which I'm going to put in the video, of the things that happened there. And it was so weird. I can see it in front of me even now when I tell you guys. The port, you know, with green trees kind of like hanging down over the road that went to the... Oh, it's so weird. Have you ever had a dream such as that? Such as that. Very weird. But one thing that got me confused when I woke up, in this dream, I did not have my dogs. My ex-girlfriend were nowhere in this dream. It was another me, but on Earth. And I still lived on this island, but no signs of the dogs, anything like that. I didn't even think about them before I woke up. Now, I did not recollect anything from this reality in this lifelong dream I had. You get my point? You catch my drift here? I did not remember anything from when I'm living here with you now. So I started to think, what's to say which one is the reality? Right? How can I be 100% sure that this isn't a dream I'm having in my little cottage on that planet, I don't remember its name. And when I die here or whatever, I don't remember if I died in the other dream from old age, I don't remember that far. But what's to say I not wake up, you know, and start to forget all about this, you know. I've never heard of YouTube before, just a vague thing that it was in a dream. It's so freaking weird. Hello, Emeralds, guys. Hi. So, see, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm talking about. How do we know what's real or not when the dreams are so real that we can't even remember this life? Who is it to say which life is the real one? Something to think about, right? So, are we a dream? Are we in a dream? I remember when my sister died, I kind of felt like I was in a dream then, in a bad nightmare. And someone over the Facebook tried to convince me, I'm real, you're not in a dream. And I was like, say that, but can you prove it? How am I supposed to know if you're not something I made up in a dream? And how can you know that you're not in a dream? And all the things I say is just a figment of your imagination. We must think. And even if we think, there's no way in hell to tell if what's what. This seems really real right now. Yes? This seems really real. But when you're asleep and you dream about, I don't know, pink unicorns or whatever you dream about, you hardly even recollect having this life. The real thing for you then is the pink unicorns. Not that you live in a house and have to pay bills. So just switch it around. Which one is the reality? This or your dream? Alright? No, exactly. Stephen King even lived at the Stanley Hotel at the time. So we wouldn't have a Shining without him staying there. We just don't know. And it's stupid to take any risks, so please don't go jump from a bridge and see if you can fly. I don't want to take responsibility for that. Wow, I have 2 cigarettes left. I thought I was... Does electric sheep dream of... No, does androids dream of electric sheeps? Yeah. I know what you mean, Barwin. I can't hardly explain. The Mandela effect. Yeah, I've seen videos about that. And boy, it blew my freaking mind. Yeah, I can spare a cigarette for you. That Mandela effect blew my freaking mind. Yeah, please do that. Set up a cam, Emerald. Because I have seen weird shit, man, but I have never gotten 100% proof that it's really real. And I would give everything to get evidence of a life after death, because that means I can probably meet my sister again and my kid, Rocky. Yeah, I saw videos about the Mandela effect, and some of these things actually make sense, or not. For example, I saw The Empire Strikes Back on the cinemas in 83 or whatever when it came out. And I'm 100% sure that Darth Vader said, "Luke, I am your father." 100% sure. I even have the movie when it was originally released on VHS. And I watched it on my VHS recorder. It's freaking true. He says, "I am." He doesn't say, "Luke, I'm your father," but I can swear he did. Yeah, Dr. Tyrell, who plays Lloyd, his name is... Oh, I can't remember, but he's a really good actor. I've seen him in some other movies too, and he's always creepy for some reason. I think his name is... I don't remember. Yeah, Sweat Lodge, I've heard about that. Isn't that kind of like the thing they do in Stephen King's It? With the ritual of Shud? Joe Turkel, yeah, that's his name, yeah. Pretty old name too for an old fellow, Turkel. I'm in this situation in my life where I'm searching, man. I'm starting to sound like some fucking hippie here. I'm searching for an answer to why we're here, to what lies beyond, And if it's just a big fucking joke. Because sometimes, man, I just feel like it's a big fucking joke. I know, I might not find I know I might not like what I find. But anyway, I will find something. It's easier for me to know than to just have to guess. And for you guys who are new, I showed off my new Jason mask earlier. And I realized that it makes a pretty cool effect. If you put the mask on like this, and you put a cigarette in the little mouth hole here, and you light up, smoking. You know, if I'm ever going to go on a BDSM fetish date, I'm going to use this mask. Smoke rings I can try. I actually always sucked at doing smoke rings. So I can try. This man. Can't do it, Captain, just can't. My dear Frodo, I wish I could do some smoke rings with you. But unfortunately, all my magic went to fight the bad rogue. Do I look like Jack Nicholson? I don't know. Yeah, maybe we have this hairline. Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little tiny bit. Exactly, same with me. The BDSM life it chose me. I just can't stand white lingerie made of silk. It has to be latex. So, Pussy Butter, Black Jason mask, beer. Exactly, what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. You know what I mean? I think this is a really nice evening, actually. I'm pretty glad. I'm pretty glad to have started this live stream. I was kind of like, am I gonna do it or not? Do I have the energy? Maybe I get a headache. But now I'm really happy that I started this live stream. And I'm sorry that I haven't done much ASMR things. You know. I see a lot of nice potential girlfriends here. Too bad I'm old as dirt. But I never felt old. You know? I think I stopped mentally age when I was 25, maybe. Because age is just... yeah, I feel bodily old. You know? Like when I wake up in the mornings and I'm stiff. And I'm not just talking about... you know, I'm stiff and... so yeah, my body is starting to grow old. And I even, oh my god, I noticed I have kind of gray hairs in my... that's like 37 and you are 37. You are 8 years younger than me. 43, you are 2 years younger than me. See, everyone is younger than me. I'm just the oldest guy. And you'll be 23, Jesus Christ. That's young, man. Thanks. I bow my head for thee. I don't remember where I was. I just can't remember what we were. Yeah, sure. As long as they have passed 18, it's okay, right? I'm so happy right now. I'm not a celebrity. Jesus Christ, can you imagine the scandals if I were a celebrity? I done some ass grabs in my past, I can promise you, man. But things have changed, man. When I was 15 or 16 years old, sure, I grabbed some butts or titties. You know what I mean? Yeah, slay those ass crabs, baby. And the girls were the same, you know. There were some girls always at the party who were the grabbers. And you always wanted to stay clear of the grabbers, you know. Because they became shit-faced, they drooled. I'm not saying they were ugly or anything, but they were so pissed, shit-faced, that they didn't know what they did. And if you talk about sexual harassment, today that would be a nightmare for someone politically correct to meet one of those girls. And it would probably be a nightmare to meet me too, like I was back then. You know, so well, maybe you haven't met the right one. You know, you don't have to have I don't know. Nowadays, women, girls, it's such a pressure to have been kissed or been on a date. I'm not going to talk about it because I have been pretty much bad at shit like that. I had my share of fun. Let's leave it at that. But I think it's too much pressure. I mean, it should come naturally. It should come naturally. If you don't feel like doing it with someone, you shouldn't. Or if you don't meet anyone that you feel comfortable doing stuff with, you should probably wait a minute. You know, curly top, you were, what were you? You were 23. You have your whole life ahead of you, you know. You will meet some guy or a girl or whatever kicks your, you know. So just don't stress about it because it will come when things. And if you curly tops is who I think you are. I think you are a person that I talk to sometimes on Instagram. And if that is the case, I have seen pictures of you and you look good. So you don't have anything to worry about, okay? I might be mistaken, but I think you are the one I've been talking to on Instagram. Yeah. So you look good. You don't have anything to worry about. You will find someone. You're really cute, you know. But even if you weren't, you know, yeah, yeah, I like this one. So, Do you have any good role plays or videos that you want me to do in the upcoming weeks? I can always use some good ideas. Hugs back, Carly Top. Hugs back. 1940s Doctor. That sounds cool. That sounds like something I want to do. Haven't I already done that, by the way? God, I hate these blemishes I get when I shave. And it's been like 2 days. Yeah, I plan to do it. Because I love doing these older looking videos, you know. Like I think I did some kind of a detective role play. It was in black and white. You know, I'm what's it called? I don't want to say something that comes off weird. Oh, you're not naggy or anything, you know. Why would you? I'm just happy that you like my videos. And Asylum Doctor. I love doing those. It's really hard. If I had the internet, I would probably upload videos every day. Werewolves, not swearwolves. Werewolves. It's harder to play werewolf characters because, you know, with the transformation thing. I have a werewolf mask. I'm going to get that so you can get a look at it, because I have a big problem trying to use it because it doesn't fit pretty well. Wait a minute, I'll be back. Ouch, my old legs. Ow, my old ribs. Ow, my old... Okay, I'm back. So, this is the werewolf mask that I bought. And I have used it in some videos. I'm pretty sure I have. But I don't really know how you're supposed to get into this. I will show you. Because now I have it on. Like, I can see a little bit through it. But if I go, it will fall off. I might be able to stitch it up in the end. I must see. Yeah, the Tourette werewolf. The swearwolf. But it's really messy to use. Because I don't really know how they expected this to suit anyone. Yeah, this is... Alright, I can put it kind of like something here, and I can use it like this. I will have to look at the video after to see how this looks. But otherwise it just falls off. Now, it wasn't that expensive. So it kind of, I use it. I have done a Wolfman video. A while back, and I used it like a puppet. Whoa! You know. So I like it. I like it for the price I paid. I think it was $2 or something like that. And now I have it more or less like a trophy on a wall. So yeah, I would love to do a werewolf video, but I need something that I can use to become a werewolf without... Yeah, it was very cheap. So I need something so I can become a werewolf without it obscuring my whole face, if you know what I mean. And hello, Spas Jose TS. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. Cheers. Welcome to I will say ASMR Noir, but that's not my name anymore. Darkest Star ASMR. I am Duke Doom, and that's my doggo. Yes, doggo. Oh, I've been eating bones all day. In the beginning of the video I showed you these. Stop! You're making me frightened. These are ribs from ox, which I got 2 of for doggosarna, for the doggos. Thank you, emeralds, guys. Yeah, maybe I should buy some. Tell you what, I'm going to do a werewolf video. Wereburp. I'm a werewolf, not a swearwolf, and I'm not a wereburp. I'm going to do a werewolf video. But first, one video that I really want to do is the continuation of the Ghost of Ravenclaw Asylum. I got a couple of good views on that one. I don't know why. But I guess you remember the video is where I capture a ghost hunter in an abandoned asylum. And I have this white mask on with a big smile. And I want to continue that story. Because when we left them last time, they were... you, the viewer, were captured and he was... capturing you. And I still have a lot of things going on with that character, because he's going to be a character that turns up now and again. So I want to continue that one. I have a great story in my mind about it. Yeah. Well, I gotta say something, man. I never dreamed, even though it is on YouTube, which is nothing to despise because I love being on YouTube. I love entertain people. If I have a hard time continuing roleplays, yeah, sometimes I do. I forget. Seductive teacher. Yeah, so sometimes I kind of do a role play, and I have a kind of like a lot of ideas I'm going to do it later, but then I forget about it. Seductive teacher. Okay, I will have to think about how I'm going to do that. Ow, smoke in my eye again. Yeah, so what were we talking about? You win. Okay. You win, guys. I did 7th seal. I have done 7th seal. I actually done it. It's on a video for a couple of months ago. I did the 7th seal. You want more 7th seal? That was a hard role, man. That was really hard because I looked so stupid, I thought, in that role. And it was pretty fun to do, so I started to laugh all the time. Yeah, that was what I was going to say when we talked, when I started to talk. Uh, uh, I could never have dreamed 2-3 years ago that I would have played so many different characters on YouTube. I played everything from Jack Torrance in The Shining to Jack Sparrow to Death in The Seventh Seal, the Joker, Snipe. Jeez, man. I even played Han Solo in the video. I'm going to take some beer here and let you ladies decide my fate. Another one down the drain. How many have I drank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beers. I will have another one. Because I'm going to tell you something here. I'm going to tell you something. I told my mom to understand where I am. Oh my God, you're making me blush. And I don't mean just the shaving blushes. Where was I? Where the hell was I? Beers. Who's the reason you got into ASMR? I missed something, I think. Me? Wow, that's awesome, I guess. Thank you. Now I oh, thanks, good. Then I don't have to be worried about your boyfriend coming knocking at my door. Wow, I Great Scott! Prince Bill, is gonna show up really quick. I can tell you. Oh my God! Stop it! Now I forgot where I was again. I was going to say something, something meaningful and something like that. Yeah, I'm going to turn red and explode or something. I'm going to explode. What will you do then? Yeah, I was going to say something profound and meaningful here. What was I going to say? Berata Klatu. All right. Okay. Yeah, now I remember. The reason why I'm keeping this live stream so long is because I borrowed my mom's phone. To understand where all of this is going, I need to explain. I did it in another video, I think, where I live. I live on a family estate in my own house, and my sister lives in one house, and my mom lives in one house. Now, my mom is close enough to use my internet, so we kind of share it, okay? But since we do that, she had 20 gigabytes of internet on her phone. So she said to me, these gigabytes are going to be wasted if nobody uses them because I use your internet. And I was like, then I can probably do a live stream. And she said, yeah, sure, use it, you know. So that's why this live stream is extremely long. Gigabytes can drink everything. It's especially loves pussy butter. But to be honest, I'm going to drink this beer and then I'm going to cut this live stream short because I need to walk. Hello, no doubt. I need to walk my doggos before they go to sleep. They have, as I told you, been eating these magnificently big ribs all day. So do you miss the pussy butter? All right, I will take this one last time. Okay. In Sweden, if you're a wimp or a you know, we call you a mes. All right. So a pussy, a mes, like a wimp. You know, do you dare stick your hand into the wasp nest? And they're like, no, you pussy. So pussy is mes. Smör is butter. And we have this spread that you have on sandwiches, which is called mes smör, which I have here. Mes smör. Now, mes, pussy, smör, butter. So when I bought this, I was like, I'm going to show this to the people in the live stream because it's such a, I don't know, Swedish thing to use. But how do I translate it? So, mes, pussy, or wimp. But it wouldn't be as fun as to call it wimp pussy, wimp butter. So I was like, pussy butter. There you go. And by the way, it looks like this. And I was explaining that it probably is, to explain it, it's like Sweden's Marmite. It's irony and yeah. Some people hate it, I like it, but I like surströmming, so it actually, I love it. It has this flavor of vanilla, but also salty and a bit of irony. Yeah, it's salty. It's salty and yeasty. Oh my god, it's hard to describe. It's good. I like it. Some people hate it, but I like it. You have it on bread, you know. Showing the pussy butter makes everyone hungry. People are going to ask, you know, it's in the newspaper, why have Sweden's export of pussy butter gone up? And there's a picture of me holding the can. No, I don't have that many viewers. Yeah, I think if you have an IKEA, I bet they sell pussy butter. You want that moist feeling in your mouth? The feeling that you have accomplished something good in your life? Buy a box of pussy butter and you will feel all better immediately. Yeah, so I will finish this beer and then I'm going to walk the little ones. But guys, you have no clue how much this means to me, you know, sitting here sitting here talking to you, you know. Rövsmör. Ass butter. That sounds good. So I'm going to drink this, and then I'm going to walk the little ones. I'm going to put... There's something I hate with doing live streams. No, I don't hate doing live streams. I hate that when these ones... I always like some pussy after lunch. Is that the ones who are watching this... jag bor på Möja, nu i Stockholms skärgård. Möja. Is that when people are watching this, they are not going to see your comments, I think. So they have no clue what I'm discussing. You know, all they see is a mad guy talking about pussy butter. I love The Witches of Eastwick. It's one of my favorite movies. Just your average horny little devil. I love The Witches of Eastwick. I haven't seen it in many years, though. I need to download it. I mean buy it. I wouldn't download anything. No, would I? That's illegal. Punions? Cheers, my friends. This means a lot to, you know, hang out with you and talk to you and, you know, come up with ideas and just listen to what you think. Listen to stuff you tell me, you know, about your the daily skål. Daily things you do. Like, you know, Zach today. I know he has left us now, but Zach, cheers, buddy. You know, you have a hard time. I hope we helped you feel a little better. Sjung hopp faderallalej. Helan går. Sjung hopp faderallallalej. That was Norwegian. Why did I sing in Norwegian? That's silly. Anyway. Yeah, you guys means a lot. You truly are my online family and my friends. And it proves that you don't have to actually see each other physically to have fun. You know, I've tried to explain to some of my friends, you know, who haven't this, what can I say, they haven't this experience of of internet as I have. And I wouldn't have it either if I hadn't started my YouTube channel. But they are like, can you really be friends with someone? Can you have fun sitting and drinking beers with someone over internet? Yes, you can. You can have really fun. And I just read that your ex doesn't understand ASMR. It's hard to describe ASMR for someone who doesn't know what it is. I know. It sucks. That's why my videos are intended not only for people who likes ASMR, but I want to be able to entertain people who doesn't watch them for ASMR. You know what I mean? So some of my role plays are more like thanks, Emeralds, guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You don't mean how much that means to me. Yeah, so I'm serious, Emeralds, guys. That means a lot to me. So yeah, I want to be able to entertain not just ASMR listeners, but like I have some people who really loves Vampire the Masquerade, the role-playing game, which I love too. And some of them don't experience ASMR. They watch the videos for their entertainment value, for nostalgia of hearing stuff from the game and stuff like that, you know. Oink, 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 oink. So yeah, I wanna just not do, ASMR. I want to try to entertain people with my videos, or scare them in some cases. I have done some creepy shit, but that's a piece. That's also relief. It's like when you go to the cinema to hello, Zach, you're back. It's when you go to the cinemas to watch a horror movie, and you get this kind of a relief that this won't happen in the real life, so you get a relief from it. And if I can do that with some of my videos, it's awesome. It's not just like, oh, you gotta get tingles, because that's the most important thing in existence, to get tingles. No, it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is for me, it is to have different videos for different occasions. Like you're sad, you want to laugh, so you might tingle virgin. So you might watch a Dr. Wagner video, which are probably not that tingly, but I try to make them completely insane. You feel a little bit low, you want to get some buzz, and you might see horror inspired ASMR video. I try to do triggers in each and every one of them, but yeah, and that's how I work. And I hope you enjoy my videos. Alright guys, last drop. Thank you, Berwin. Skål. Everyone, it's been so fun to hang out with you. I'm going to walk the little ones. I'm going to go take a leak. And I will see you Sunday on this channel with a new video. And yeah, I will continue to do these live streams as much as I can. Skål! Alright, goodbye everyone. I love you. And remember, here it comes. There can't be any light without darkness. Love you. Thank you everyone.